Okay, so right now I have fused my sleeve, the under sleeve. So I think that is what I need to fuse. So what I'm going to do right now is I've made a notch here. You can see. So I'm going to be folding right at this notch area. You can see what I have here, and then I'll press this, and then there's a notch here as well. I'm still going to be doing that. So let's take it to the iron and do a little bit of. Okay, so I'm going to be pressing on the point I notched. So right now I'm also going to be doing this. I'm sure you can see. So now that I've done this, I can refold like this. Aha, I'm sure you can see what I've done here. So now how do you get to fold it inside? You see this place where this thing intersects? You want to snip in a little bit. You make a little notch, not too much. You don't want that to be too much, and then you flip it open. So you're going to be seeing the notch here and also right here. So now the next thing you want to do is join those two notches. So let me quickly do that. So this is the first notch right here and the second one right here. And make sure it is passing through this midpoint also. So once you do that, you connect from the first notch right to the second one. Aha. So now that you've done this, so you can see there's this from the wrong side, and you want to flip it right to the right side and match those two notches. You can see the two notches. You want to match the two notches and make sure this point is also aligning very well. And once you do that, what you do is you take it to the machine and sew this. But if you are starting your sewing from here, you make sure you're not starting from the edge. That should be about half of an inch away from the edge, like this area. That's where you start the sewing, and then you sew that. So let's do that and come back. So right now I've sewn, and you can see I'm not sewing from the edge. That's about half of an inch away from the edge. So what else do you want to do is you want to align this edge to meet this point also. Just make sure this point is sitting well, and then you flip it over to the right side. Yes, you're not cutting that away. You just want to flip it over and make sure it's aligning very well. Then you take your iron again and press it very well. So you can see it has a very sharp edge, and then right here it's also cool. So after done doing this, the next thing you want to do is take the piece, the under collar. So here is my under sleeve. So what I'm going to be doing, as you can see, I have added my interfacing, and I want to fold that also. Although the folding here is actually not very important for now. Yeah, it's not too important because we may have to refold it a little bit later, but just let's do that. Let's do that. So once we've done this, we've added in the facing, and then the next thing you want to do is take it to the machine and join. So we are going to be joining this area, as you can see. You take it to the machine and join like this. So don't forget we added 1 inch allowance right here and ½ inch on this part. So I will take it to the machine now, and then I'll show you how it is done right on the sewing machine. Let's go. Okay, here we are at the machine. So you want to make sure you match all the edges. Let's start from here. We start from here, and then you match every notches we have here. Sorry, I actually do not notch almost every part, but you can see what is happening right here. Okay, you should be starting from here. Yeah. So why do I let this one extend? I don't know if you can see it. The reason why I have this one extend is because we are going to have to be sewing the lower part by 1 inch and the upper part by ½ inch. So, and again, you can see you may just choose to get accurate results. You may choose to pin this in place. So you pin them in place, and then this point also. So you pin this place also in place, and then once you've done that, once you've done the pinning, you want to sew. Okay, let's start from here. I don't know if you are seeing this clearly. Okay, right now that we are here, so you want to start. I don't know if you see what I'm doing here. You want to start from this point. So once you start from that point, you see what I did. You can see right now I have sewn it. So right now you can see I have sewn it. You can see from here, right here. So right here, the lower part, I'm having that as 1 inch, if you see, and then the top part as ½ inch. The reason for that is later, if you have it maybe tighter, you can adjust from here. That is actually the essence of that. And once we do that, we want to press it open. Right. Let's do a little bit of pressing work right here. What you want to do is this area, you see this, instead of cutting through, you want to fold this like this. You see, once you do this, you have it automatically laying like this. Then you press this very closely. I mean, you press it so that it lays flat. I'm sure you can see what it's looking like right now. So you want to press it right to this point as well. Okay, now that we've done this, you can see what I'm having. I'm sure you can see what I'm having right from the top part. So right now, the next thing we want to do is, let me take this away a bit. The next thing we want to do is realign this point. This point should not be higher than this top part. So that's the adjustment we are going to have to make right now. So I'm going to reduce it so that it falls a very little bit lower than this part. Yeah, a bit lower. Okay, right now I have it a bit lower, and that is cool. Sure you can see it. So once we do this, this is almost ready for the next stage. So let's trim this part. Okay, now that this part has been trimmed, the next thing I want to do is cut the sleeve head. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut the sleeve head from this, and then we continue.